If they ask you now, why do you think women stay with abusive men, cheating men, physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse? Like, why do you think, and let's use Nigeria for example,
Yeah.
because we're Nigerians. Why do you think women stay with abusive men?
Okay, so I feel like there are so many, or people think there are so many reasons, but I think the major one is lack of self respect. Every other thing falls under it. Low self esteem is like the biggest reason I can think of why anybody tolerates it. Whether you say you're there for your children, you're there because it's the life you know, you're there because of, he's sometimes nice, he's sometimes, you don't just respect yourself. You are able to stomach that abuse and live with your abuser because you don't have that sense of self worth. You just feel like somewhere in your head, you still feel like you deserve what you got. I feel that's how it works. You feel somewhere in your head that you deserve what you got. You might not be saying it, or you might even be saying, this man has been bad to me. You might be telling the whole world what he has done to you and be saying it with so much anger and venom. But deep down in your soul, you still feel like, maybe if I was slightly different, maybe in my approach or in my this, in my that, I wouldn't have, or things wouldn't have gotten to that stage. So I feel like
If
that's
I
just the
didn't talk
major.
back that day, he wouldn't have beaten
Yes,
me. Technically, it's my
it's
fault.
my fault. Maybe it's a man self that has always been abusive to you even before you started talking back. That's if you're not someone that is talked back before, you feel like maybe those times that I was not talking back is because of the way my eyes, the way I was looking at him, the way, like, they will always find a reason, even though they don't say it. Or I keep emphasizing that part. They might not say it. They might not even think they believe it. But the truth is that somewhere in your head, if you don't feel like you don't, or if you feel like you don't deserve what you are getting, you will find a way out. But many people are paralyzed by that sense of, um, if I even leave this man, said maybe the next person too will be abusing me because of that thing inside me
Let's even
that
focus.
triggers it.
No, man, was even about the thing inside. Let's focus on that. This thing of the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. It has made a lot of people stay in abusive situations, abusive
Yeah,
homes, or just take a lot of shit that otherwise they shouldn't have taken,
exactly.
right? That whole the devil you don't know who the next man you marry now, the
Eh,
next relationship you'll be in, you don't know how the person will behave. The person might be worse.
yeah,
I feel like that's almost, and Africans do that a
a
lot,
lot.
especially Nigerians. That's a way of trapping you into that relationship or trapping you in that relationship.
Yeah,
And you realize that even when people are advising you, they tell you at least you know this person, at least this is the worst he has done, at least blah blah blah. The next person you don't
you
know, and
don't know. Yeah,
somehow it sticks.
yes,
Do
and
you
then
get?
you even see women that have been abused to telling you things like, "It's the same thing
Everywhere,
everywhere." Oh,
yes.
there's really nothing. If I tell you the one my husband does, uncle, you at least he
Eh,
doesn't do this to
I
you.
swear,
At least
God
he doesn't do
forbid.
that to you. So, my dear sister, just endure, just this, just that. And at the end of the day, you're just perpetuating the same cycle of abuse over and over again, both in
And you know
yourself, in
that
your
thing that
family, in your
they say
children.
that misery likes company.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to add to what you were saying. Misery
Yeah.
likes company. They be telling you at least. Why do they want you to go through the same thing they went through? Why do they want you to be in a bad situation that you're clearly not
Happy
happy
in.
in?
Yeah.
Why is it okay for you to go through that, knowing that okay, they went through that, they were not happy about it? Why are they making you stay in that situation?
Yes, exactly. To me, I don't even get it. At some point, Seth, it even turns to mental slavery. Let me put it that way.
You're very
Yes,
correct.
it turns to mental slavery. Those women too that are even advising their friends. It's not, some of them are not coming from even a bad place, so in their heads, they're not coming from a bad place, but they are mentally slaves to that situation, to that man,
Yeah.
to that whole nonsense.
Yeah.
So to them, it's almost like Stockholm syndrome. Like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's just
I've survived it
punches.
for 20
Yes,
years.
it's not that, it's just punches. Now what's there? I've not died now. As far as I'm alive, I've not died now. Maybe the woman that died, they'll think her own is different. Their own is not as bad as that woman's own.
That woman
So
talk back.
she
That's
talk
why you
back.
shouldn't have talk
Yes.
back. You shouldn't have to say.
Her husband
And
does not have self control. Now your own gets.
let me ask you, what do you think are the first signs of abuse? Right?
Yeah.
What are those first signs that people should look out for if you're entering a relationship or marriage or whatnot? What do you think people should look out for?
Con- Controlling nature.
That's
That's
number
yeah.
one.
Controlling nature. Like, it might be very subtle. I think we said this somewhere. Anyway,
We always say
yeah, we always say it.
things like
Actually,
this.
even our
We've been
last
telling
life.
you people for years.
Yes, that once your husband or your partner, not husband self, your partner, your boyfriend, your in fact, it might
You
even
should
be a
not
date.
even husband them.
Yes,
if
it
they
might
show
even
you
be a
the
date.
signs.
It might
And
not
if you
even be a,
husband them, it's not too late to
yes,
leave.
he might not even be
instantly.
a boyfriend. I mean, as in, he might just be someone that is coming to ask you out. There are signs of controlling nature. Things like a man can even see you now and be like, if you were my girlfriend, you won't even be doing that.
Yeah,
That kind of
run,
thing, or
run.
yeah, like I say,
Controlling nature.
me, I don't like when my girls do this. I don't like when my
Yes.
like.
I don't like
There's
it
a
when you hang
language.
out with this person. I don't
Exactly.
like it when you dress this way.
Uh-huh.
I don't like it when you drink. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like it when you
When
come home late. I don't. Sir,
sir,
what
like
of what I like?
exactly.
Do you understand? Any man
Exactly.
that tries to control you. And see, let me tell you, people, this control comes in many forms and sizes, okay? A lot of these men, they try to control your life by controlling the friends you keep.
Yeah.
I've seen this one play out a number of times. And
Yeah.
once you let him, he's going to like put you inside bondage. I don't know how to
Yes.
explain it.
It's never enough.
It's never
There's
enough.
no friend that will
They-
become a good friend to you.
Never.
And if, even the ones he approves of now, let them do one thing.
Yes, one thing is all
Uh-huh.
it takes. Because why is a man they want to approve the friends I keep?
Exactly.
And you realize that these girls now, they like those people as friends.
Yeah.
But they don't want their husbands to know that they are hanging out with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a prison? Are you a
baby?
child?
Are you a baby?
Are you a child? Are you in prison?
You are
It's a
equal
little
partners in
things.
that
And when
relationship.
you let him get away with things like this, that's the beginning of the
Exactly.
end. Okay. And let me even ring this bell again in case, in case you're in this situation or in case you forgot. Abusive men do not change.
Exactly.
Abusive men do not. If they cannot even change. So
cannot
most times it's in their
It's
nature.
their nature.
It's
It's
who
what they know.
are. It's what they know. It's who they are. It's not you. You're not the first girl they're dating. That they
Exactly.
married you is that they married the fool they think they can control.
Exactly.
They marry the fool that they know will stay no matter what. They know who they marry. As you're there, they have girlfriends, the kind of girls that they like.
Do you know, I know a situation that anytime the person was telling me that story, like it ended up in tears, Sha. It ended in tears.
It
But-
always ends
yes,
in tears
but
now,
even-
but when you're telling them, they know they listen.
Yes. Then I remember this person that is the abusive man now, his mother, when they asked her, okay, how come your son is not yet married? What happened with his last relationship? They actually got to the email stage, but the girl now cancelled it. They always talk about the girl, how the
course.
girl, her eye was too open, she was too this. And I was like, what will make a girl in Nigeria cancel
After
her?
during Imego.
Yes, like what a girl in Nigeria. We're talking about America where
Uh-huh.
flimsy things can make them not want to get married. I'm talking about Nigeria where we carry marriage on our head, as people say. For a girl to cancel it, then you now think that you that are coming in, you're the one that sees the light. You're the one that you're special. You're different.
Yes.
You didn't think that for a girl to, and no matter how you want to paint any girl in Nigeria, because people always say, oh, she's a prostitute, she has big eyes, she's looking for
He
rich
did not
men.
know all these things before he went to marry her.
Before he went to marry her, and she's
He
the one
did
that
not know.
cancelled it, not
And she
him.
now cancelled the prostitute can't cancel
Don't
the
cancel them. So for a prostitute self to cancel it, you're not even afraid. You're not afraid.
You are still entering.
You're still entering. So at the end of the day, if you're even with a man that the way he talks about his exes is always the ex's fault, they're always demons, devils, they're always wild and this and that. He's the saint, my dear.
And another thing, another big sign I feel like is the family that a man comes from.
Yep.
Look at how the father treats the mother.
Yes.
Look at how him as a son treats his mother.
Exactly.
Look at the situation of the mom. Check how happy the mother is.
Exactly.
That should tell you. And I know that in some cases, okay, some sons are actually like blinded when it comes to the sufferings of their mothers. But then again, we're adults. shine your eye.
Exactly.
Shine your eye, okay? And also, if this man has seen the father treat the mother like this for years, that was okay. And even in his old age,
yes,
he still doesn't see anything wrong with it. It's different
yes.
if he sees something wrong with it and is choosing
Trying
to mind
hard,
his business.
yeah.
Or even like, some people, if
They're
I'm
like, my
discussing
mom
with
is still
you,
there and she doesn't want to leave.
yes, if I'm discussing with you, you know it's wrong. You can tell me, but you don't want to tell the person.
Yeah, you don't interfere.
At least you know what the problem is.
Yes.
Know what the problem is. See a fault in it. Find a problem. If the man does not see a fault in it, you are gone for.
You're gone. Yes.
He loves his mother more than he loves you.
Thank you. He loves his mother more than he loves you, and he's justifying his father's
He loves his
ruthlessness.
mother more than he loves you. I
My
know we're
sister.
all wives here. Well, some people really don't, but like, I want to believe that at least my son will always have love for me, my sons, okay, no matter what. And I want to believe that my husband, of course, loves the mother to death. I don't think my husband
Do
will
you know,
ever
I don't
let
even see
anything.
it. I don't even see it as odd saying that my husband, okay, at least as at the time when we were getting married,
Yes,
he loves his mother more than he loves me. He's
Now
not
I even feel like
bad,
now,
I don't feel
I
any-
even feel like now, my husband, I would say I would want it to be in a case that he loves his mom as equally
much-
as he loves me, at
Yeah.
least, but it's different kinds of love.
exactly. And I also want
you
to even
understand?
believe that now he even appreciates his mom even more.
Even more because he's
Seen
married now. He has
what
seen
women
yes.
go through, what
so
women
it's
are
not
like
a bad thing. I know that's
at
another thing.
all.
Women that will it's not a bad thing. But then in a case where the mother is an evil person, I'm sorry. Because there are literal cases that a man will abuse the wife and the mother will say, it's your fault.
What did you do? What
And
did
you are
say
still in
to
that
him?
marriage.
Yes. She'll
You're
be
still in that
justifying her
marriage. For
son's
the mother
actions.
to justify it, who the fuck do you think you are?
As
That
in-
boy will not do shit to you. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
He has the backing of his family, has the backing of everybody. And let's even talk about this whole abuse in Nigeria. Why do Nigerian parents always advise children to go back to abusive situations?
That is one I can never understand. Nobody can even help me explain it.
See, let me tell
Because I
you.
have children. In fact, it's even
I
worse
know
now that
for
I have
a
children.
fact that if your parents tell you to go back to especially verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, well, basically all of them, especially if you're in a situation where you are collecting all of them, financial abuse join, they don't love you.
That's the truth.
You can
I don't know why people
argue
think
it
it's
from
odd.
now
Not every
till-
parent loves their
till
child,
you
though.
die.
Not
They do
every
not love you.
parent
They
loves
care
their child.
about themselves and their
More.
reputations
More.
more than they care about you. They don't give a fuck about your feelings because I don't understand. See, the thing is getting me worked up
Yeah.
now. Because I don't understand how a parent, imagine my daughter
Hey,
coming to me telling
I have
me
3
that,
daughters, so.
do you understand? Telling me that a man is abusing her, and I'll tell my daughter,
Hey.
sorry, it's only this time, it's only this, just go back, go for
Hey.
God
And do you know the funny
forbid.
thing, eh?
That means you hate your children.
Yes, now, do you
I'm
know,
not
eh?
going to sugarcoat any. You hate
You
them.
hate your children.
You cannot advise somebody you love to go back to
drop their
abuse.
babies in gutter, in bush, in dustbin. So it is not far-fetched that a grown
Actually,
that
now,
yes,
like
now
mothers give birth, tie baby inside nylon and trash.
inside dustbin, inside toilet.
This
So
is
why
a
we
mother
say
that is supposed to love the
if your
child.
parent tells you to go back to an abusive relationship and it is clear that you're being abused there, they do not love you. They just think more about themselves. They are just using you. Maybe they are getting something from the man. But they might not even be getting anything. They might just be getting that, oh, my child is married and left the house. That's all they are gaining, right? They don't want you to come and be a burden to them. If your
Or
parents
they don't want people to talk. Oh,
to
my
talk,
child is
yes,
back.
exactly. So if your parents they don't love you, just know this and no peace. I always say, use your tongue and count your teeth. As in, use your tongue and just evaluate your situation and move accordingly. Don't be there delusional and feel like your parents love you. That's why they're telling you to go back. If my parents tell me to go back, that means it's not that bad. That means I can tolerate it. No,
Because
no
my parents love
and
me.
it's not
They
about
want the best for
it's
me.
not about poor or rich. Whether your parents are poor and the man is the richest man on earth, if your parents tell you to go back, they don't love you. It means that their poverty has eaten deep into their soul, into their brains. That's why always say poverty is a bastard. Poverty has eaten so deep into their brains, into their soul that they can't even see clearly again. Yes, now.
Poverty is
Because
really
some
a
people,
bastard.
imagine you selling your daughter for money. Like that's in fact you are filled as a human being.
What about the cases where there's no money still?
This I'm saying, I thank you. You feel as a human being. Do you know, I used to say this thing that I'll tell my children are always going to have rooms in my house.
Always.
Like,
I say, I'll go and help you pack your bags. Who marriage help?
who marriage help? Thank you.
Why should I be unhappy? If at any point in life I get unhappy in my marriage, then that marriage has served its purpose. It's no more serving.
that expired.
It's no more serving
because
me.
mind you, yes, we carry marriage on our heads too here. We always admit that, oh, we like being married, love our husband, whatever. As much as we say that, we are going to be the first people to tell you that if your marriage does not serve you, my sister, waka pass. If my husband today, if some people come and say things like in comment section, you don't know if your husbands are cheating. You don't know if I find out I will table the matter here and I will see Wakapa. So don't think that, if it happens
We'll
to me,
bring it to you.
Don't worry, we'll bring it to you.
Breaking news.
I'm telling you, like, because people always, we've passed that era. This era we're in now, people are shining eye. People are moving mad in quote, okay? So you might think, this one is saying nonsense.
They might think you don't know what I say.
Yes.
Should be married for 12, how many years?
I'm married for 12 years now.
12 years.
Right?
Just, they should see us here, like we just to come and talk rubbish.
Thank you. I'm married for 12 years.
For 9 years.
And my husband watches my videos. He knows everything I say on the internet.
Oh, that's another thing.
People,
you know, some men will not come and say things like, I'm sure your husband
no,
doesn't know what I say.
No, he knows what I say. I said to his face, I said on the internet, he knows all these things. So that one that last topic we did where the woman, the man went to cheat because the wife said she don't tolerate cheating. That means our own, they for not kill us. Because we're always here talking nonsense, bashing men up and down. So at the end of the day,
is it because our husbands are not on YouTube? Them too, they have their own. It's not even beliefs. What's it called? What's the word I'm even looking for? Basically,
mindset
things,
now.
Not even just mindset. Things they can't take in marriages as well.
Exactly.
You think my husband will take me cheating as well? The way I cannot take him cheating, him too cannot take me cheating, and it's how it should be.
It's how it should
Nobody
be.
should be tolerating cheating.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Or abuse or whatever.
And the funny thing is that a lot of men don't tolerate cheating or a lot of forms of abuse, but they like to dish it out.
How many men have you heard say, I stopped being friends with my friend because my wife does not like him? How many men have you heard it?
I've never come to think of it. I've never heard this since the beginning of time.
I have never heard any man say, I don't like hanging out with my friends because my wife. Highest thing they'll do is, as they're with their friends hanging out, they'll be like, madam don't like this kind of thing, but they'll be there. And they'll be laughing about it. And they'll be clowning you there.
Men will not even give you the leg to have that kind of opinion about their life.
Thank you.
It's just the fact.
You just be
they will not give you that leg.
Like
In fact, they're not going to give you that finish to talk that kind of rubbish.
But
you as a woman, the husband will say, I don't want you to be friends with this person. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Do you know, it gets so bad that men are marrying women and literally locking them at home.
Of course now.
Like, no, takes away your freedom, your joy. In fact, a lot of them will even tell you, let's say you were a woman, you used to sell brand pants before, or you were an influencer on social media, or you were doing some sort of business that they don't like. They'll tell you they want you to stop it. And do what they feel like you deserve, because you don't deserve that good one. That one that was giving you joy. Who are you to have joy?
I'm telling you.
Who are you to be happy? Who the fuck do you think you are to be happy when his mother is still not happy to today? You think
Thank
it's
you
that he will marry and make you happy when he did not care enough to make his mother happy? You are delusional. You are completely delusional. And a lot of women start conforming to these things and fall into a trap. And what happened? Okay, just say what you want to say.
Okay, what I even wanted to say, I might even deviate too much, but
I wanted to deviate. I tell let you finish your own first.
See, I've been married for 12 years, right? And I'll be the first to tell you that my husband is not the most romantic man out there. Like, his idea of romance, sometimes I'm just like, let's not even bother, you know.
I like that we're always very honest about the kind of marriage.
He's not the most romantic person.
Channels. We want to know more.
Yeah, exactly, actually. And we always put our handles here, but people don't know it's our personal channel. Yeah. So I always say he's not the most romantic. I think that's he didn't propose. He didn't kneel down to propose to me or do proposal, whatever. Na me buy a ring, na me give and say, give me that ring back. So he kneel down and propose to me. He's that unromantic, right? But there are so many things that my husband does that to me are more important than that romance. For instance, my husband is not the kind of person that will come and impose his opinion on me. Now, he won't allow me to impose my opinion on him either. Like, when it comes to me dictating things to him too, we go argue him. But on me, he'll tell you, do what you want to. Let's not be that it's me that said this one. How do you, like, he pushes those things back to me. And to me, that's how it should be. If you love somebody, why do you want to cage them? Yeah. If you love somebody, why do you want to remove away their freedom? What makes them happy? What makes them tick? What you saw in them that's attracted you, that light, that love that attracted you to them, you want to now come and dim it. That means you don't love them. So you know, when I see women saying things like, marriage limits a woman, it's the man you married.
It's the man you married. Like the other day, my assistant was just telling me there's a video my assistant wanted me to film, something about how marriage and motherhood changed you. And I'm like, but wait, it didn't. Like, I was actually thinking for myself. It did not. Like, see, let me tell you that I have kids and I'm not able to hang out with my friends. By the way, I'm that mother that hangs out 2 weeks after I give birth. Yeah. Just saying. Like 2 weeks after, best believe I'm in the club. Call me whatever I want to call me. I don't give a shit, okay? Exactly. But let's say, marriage, okay, you marry now, your freedom reduces, you have kids, you can't hang out, you can't go on holidays, you can't do this, you can't do that. Who said so?
Who said so?
Who is feeding you people that rubbish?
On my personal channel, actually.
Yeah, who is feeding you people that rubbish? Like, who is really feeding you people that rubbish? Who said so?
And you know, that's one thing I even used to say about, okay, like now she even said, 2 weeks after she gives birth, she can go and hang
2 weeks.
out. Me, man's more opposite. Man's that I don't want to go in.
2 weeks after, we might be
normal day self, even without pregnancy.
outside.
Exactly, even without pregnancy and anything, I don't want to go out.
But that's the thing, it didn't change you.
Yes, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
still who you are.
So what I'm
somebody can use you as example now
exactly.
for somebody like
no,
me.
but even at that, one thing I keep telling women is this: as much as even people even say, oh, marriage can limit a woman, or not even marriage. I don't agree about marriage at all. It's children that will say, okay, can limit a woman. It is for a short period. That's if you're a kind of person that when you give birth postpartum, you are not feeling too well, you're not in the mood. Like some people don't recover till like 3 months after or whatever, or 6 months or whatever. It is always for a short period.
That's why I never call it limiting.
Yes, it's not a permanent
it's not limiting your life.
Yes.
It's very, that's what I say, it's very normal.
It's very normal.
Once you give birth, you're taking care of, unless you don't give a shit about your child or whatever. But I even know my friends that work in big companies. They did not have the kind of time that I had. They had to resume work exactly 3 months after. Their kids started crash. They were still going to work.
Exactly.
They were still doing things. Like, so you that are staying at home now, come on to do business.
It's limiting you. That means something is wrong with you. Something's wrong with that relationship.
I don't like how people make it seem like marriage and kids is so limiting.
Mind you, marriage and kids, right? Like I said, it's like my last child now. We're even joking about her before we started this video. When I had her, I didn't plan her. It was like, oh, what is happening? What's happening? She's almost 3 now. She no even sends me again. Like, it doesn't change much. Apart from the fact that, okay, I now have 3 children. Nothing has changed. Like, how will I put it? I don't have to explain this. I want to say nothing has changed in my life. Like, we've moved on. All her baby things have gone. I don't even feel like I have a baby in my house again. She's talking well. She's like, it's for a very short time. And there are other things in life that also limit you that you don't even count as limiting. Even
their
jobs.
Yes, limiting them
They're
from
limiting
their families.
you, but it don't count as limiting. Their sickness can even happen to you that limits you, but it don't count as limiting.
It's
but when
just
when it comes to husband and children,
it's the thing that they put in our heads. That's why I'm now trying to get us back to conversation. They put it in people's heads. That's why once they get married, they'll be like, okay, I'm married now. I'm somebody's wife now. Hey, I shouldn't be able to do this now. When my husband is at home now, I can't go out again. I have to always make sure to put food on the table 3 times. If not, women always put too much expectations on their heads.
On their heads, yes. Now, meanwhile, the men don't. The men don't.
Come on, money they will not even bring. Come on, they help you around there. They will not. You go bring money.
Thank you.
As people in this situation, and that's their story. You see now, if it's not happening yet, it will happen. You'll be the one to bring money. You'll be the one to take care of child. You'll be the one to do everything. Mind you, the man is working. Because he knows that you are foolish.
You are foolish.
He has
and you're accepting.
You came back.
Yes.
He abused you. You came back. He did everything. You came back.
Whatever
even
he did to you is ground zero.
To go back. Oh, you like, okay, now this is my
this is as in freedom now. Do you understand?
My fool for life.
And it's a human nature. That means what he did to you was just ground zero. It was the beginning. Like now he has to top up. He now has to challenge himself.
And let me tell you
how low can you go?
The sad thing, let's even end on this note. The fact that when people now stay with men like this, and obviously everybody knows. Let me tell you, no matter what you try to hide, we all know. No matter how you try to hide abuse, everybody
I always
knows.
say everybody.
Even
that
one
for you to just say that.
Even that one person that knows, they can't keep it to themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
They've told a million people. They'll tell one person, they'll tell 5 that everybody around you knows.
Even your husband is telling people.
Yes.
He's telling people.
Even he's boasting about it.
He's
boasting about it with
so
his
that's
friends.
what people say, they've said it finish.
Yes,
we've said it. Me, I'm among them. We've said it finish.
So even what was the point I was trying to make this guy?
Sorry. But that's a good point.
Yeah. So I remember now. So even when you're thinking nobody knows, when you're trying to hide it, you're doing yourself a disservice. A disservice, a hair. So you know how even if everybody told you don't marry him, don't do this, don't go back to him, and you finally go back, let that not keep you there.
Exactly.
If they mess up again, please.
See, let me tell you, your mistakes turn to failure when you stay there.
Yeah.
It's when you accept it that turns to failure. You can make a mistake today and do something bad and move on from it and change your life. But it's when you stay there that you turn to a failure. So don't think that, nobody knows, nobody. And you know, they always advise women in
abusive relationships. And as much as you try to hide it, people read behind the lines.
Yes, now. You know, they always advise women in relationships that, or in abusive relationships that, they should keep things in the family. Don't expose your husband. Don't do this one.
That's the worst thing you can do.
That's the worst thing, my sister.
That's their way of trapping you. They will tell you, why are you telling people our problems? They want to trap you. They don't even want people to know what they are doing to you. Because if people know and tell you, your eye will shine.
Thank you.
They don't want you to be enlightened enough to see them as a problem. And again, no matter how much an abusive man tells you that he has changed or he's going to change, he ain't changing shit. What of the
telling
African one that used to blame everything on the devil is
On
against
the
your
devil.
marriage?
So it's not me that is the what that's going to. Why is devil not using me? Why is he using my
Of all
husband?
the marriages in Nigeria,
Yes,
die your own.
It's not your own that devil.
You-
Because your marriage is supposed to be great.
Your Dangote, they want you to fall from.
Your marriage is supposed to be great, but the devil is now coming here to put hands. Just and see, people just like to be delusional. That's how I see it. Does devil do bad things? Yes, devil does bad things, but it's not everything that is bad. That is solely the devil. What was I telling you the
Human
other
beings
day?
are just bad people.
I say even the Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked.
Everybody's your people
Do
are
you know
just
what
evil.
desperately wicked means? Not mean to be desperately wicked. Now Bible talk about the heart of man is desperately wicked. So on your own, human beings are capable of doing enormous evil. Okay, so you should be praying against that your husband, not even the devil. That your husband should be your you should be praying against him. He should
And
be
you
the
know,
one you should be taking deliverance from.
Do you know that I used to tell people that if you're in a bad situation and people want you to go back, pray against those devils.
Thank you.
Evil people
Pushing
telling you
you
to go back to the
back.
back. They are the devil in
The
your life.
devil's in your
Your
life.
husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whoever is doing something. It's not the devil.
Yes.
Now the people where they push you.
When
Go
they
back.
push you,
Now them be
thank
the
you.
devil.
And again, rebuilding your life. Yes, it's not easy. We are going to always say that. It's not easy to rebuild your life. It's not even easy to move on. It's not easy to start afresh, whatever you want to say. But whatever the case is, it is still better than staying where you were. Whatever the case is, if they sack you today from your job that is your life and savior, you will still move on. You will still survive. Everybody will
Moving
still
forward
move on.
is always better than
staying
remaining
back
in misery.
Ah.
So if we are to end this video with an advice, right? It's for me to even be this. The earlier you leave an abusive situation, the better for you if you find yourself in one. Okay. I'm really hoping that this video, I don't know, like
let's say help someone.
will help someone out there. The earlier you leave, the better for you. Leaving might be scary. A lot of people will not support you. Because misery loves company, like we've already established. A lot of people will not support you. And apart from misery liking company, nobody's in your shoes, in your situation. You are the only one that truly know. Right?
Whether they kill you there, it doesn't affect them. They'll tell you sorry at the end of the day.
Even if it's your twin, you'll move on with life.
You still move on, yeah.
You'll get married and have kids. You'll be happy.
Someone said something about how after burial in the evening, people still laugh and drink.
What are you saying? Yeah. We're drinking, we're laughing, we're gisting, we're even making jokes about the person to make light of the situation.
Thank you.
And that's it, and you're dead and gone. So my own is living is never easy, but staying is more difficult because you're in misery. You don't have freedom. You're in pain. You cannot see the more you're pretending to be happy to people, the more everybody can see through your misery.
Yes, and the worse your life is getting, you become a shell of yourself. My own last advice to anybody listening is this: I have never seen anybody that left an abusive relationship and got worse. I have never seen. And I have true life experiences. But I cannot share them because I know my stories to tell. But I've never seen anybody that left an abusive relationship and ended up with a worse husband.
Come to think of it now, it's always better.
It's always better. They always flourish.
Excel. That's why I tell you people, the people telling you to go back to that business, they are the devil. They don't want you to flourish, and excel.
I know one said that the lady was even in a poor with a poor man. After that, she became rich, like rich. She's doing well now. How many boyfriends? Like, if she wants to have one boyfriend per week, she can get. I'm not even saying that you should become wayward or whatever, but I'm just saying that it can never be worse. I've never seen it worse. Maybe you have experience of where it got worse. Okay, I've never seen it worse, and I've seen real life experiences. Anyway, make I know the vex. I beg.
I don't know. Yeah. I hope that this message touches some people.
I am never too old.
You're never too old. Even if this is happening in your 40s, your 50s.
Even if you're a grandma watching this, it's never too old.
It's never too old. And it's never too early to leave. And it's never too old to leave.
Yes, my dear sister. Go for Omugwo and don't come back. That's my advice.
We'll see you guys in our next video.
All right. Bye.